Hello everybody, welcome to video 2 of my 30-day video challenge. In this particular video I'm going to be making some wooden crates. I decided to go with two different kinds in this video because they're fairly simple and they didn't take a whole lot of time. The first one I'm sketching here is just an open face. It's one that kind of reminds me of maybe a marketplace that's selling vegetables or something out of it. Something that you can look down into and you can see what's in there. It would basically be open all the way through if there was nothing in it. The second one is kind of more of a closed box. It's what reminds me of maybe a storage container or a shipping box. It's probably one of the more common ones I see in video games too. It's fairly simple to make, and mainly the biggest detail in it is what's on each of the faces. Each one of the faces has a little inset in it and a little diagonal bracket or brace that kind of, I'm assuming, is for structural support, so that nothing kind of comes pushing out the sides of the box. After I got finished drawing, I just doodled in a little shadowing just to kind of play around with it, because I need a lot of practice when it comes to shading. But after that, we're just going to jump straight into Blender, and I'm going to start off by modeling the closed box. This one here, in my opinion, is the one that's a little easier to make, because you literally just have to inset all 6 faces. So I just press the I key, inset the faces, and then if you press I and hold Control, you can indent. And then after that, I just went straight to one of the faces. I duplicated the face and then scaled it to size. You rotate it, put it in place, and it's just easier to work when everything's kind of right where you're going to be working with it. Once you got it in place, you just kind of got to duplicate it and then rotate it around the box. Keeping the box in the center of the grid, it's real easy just to use your pivot point as the 3D cursor. That way when you rotate, everything just rotates right in place where it needs to go. Once that box was done, I moved it to layer 2 just to get it out of the way, and then I started on the open box. This one here, I just started with a single plank, and then I was playing around with the array modifier and the mirror modifier. Both of these work really well, and being that it's in the center of the grid just like before, the mirror modifier works really well keeping things in proportion, and you can keep things in symmetry. Now I made a couple mistakes. I ended up duplicating the entire box. I ended up having a copy of itself inside of itself. Once I noticed that, I just deleted the extra pieces, and then because I deleted the wrong side, I went and just flipped the normals back around. A little extra step, a little oversight on my part. After that, I just kind of pushed the sides out just a little bit so that I had room to put in the corner braces. These supports on the corner, I just used a simple cube and scaled it to size, put it in place, and then as I went to actually shape it, I had originally planned to make a brace along the top of it, just like this. But once I got all 4 corners in place, I ended up liking the way the box looked anyway, so I just kind of left it the way it was. And then all it needed was a bottom. I put a plane in and I scaled it to fit. Once it got inside the geometry just a little bit, it was ready to go. And there you go. I brought back in the other crate, put them together in a little scene next to each other, set them on the ground, and we were done. 2 boxes, 2 different kinds. Very common in video games. Thanks for watching the video. If you like what you've seen, please let me know in the comments. If you have any suggestions on things you would like to see me make, please let me know. Please look forward to the next video. I plan on putting another one out every day this month. Y'all have a good day. Thank you.